know it's smack rapping.
Where in LA do you sharpen your teeth now?
In the studio.
Yeah, studio. I got a
there's so
compound.
many dull teeth.
Yeah.
you can't get applause and critique from the crowd, which is the most honest kind.
Yeah, I think there's been some real elements that have been stripped away from artist development,
Right.
and people actually seeing the value in cultivating and honing your craft. You know,
Right.
and seeing the value in not just starting from 0 and getting to 100 quick, but the in between. You know, and then being able to develop a characteristic or some type of originality and authenticity
Right.
that is missing, right? So that's why everybody sees somebody else's success and wants to emulate that, and that's okay now in this. But when my graduating class, we strive to be different.
Right.
We wanted to sound different. We wanted to be different. We wanted to be recognized for our skill, and if that skill was able to cut through and be heard on a higher level, then that was success to us, right?
So how do you feel when you hear, like, you know, the new stuff that comes out? Is there, you know, most MCs from the era of bars and you know, pulling up and having ciphers and shit like that, they feel detached from the music that's been coming out.
Yeah.
Did you have that same feeling?
In a sense, yes.
Do you like the music? Do you hate it? Are you like, these little niggas is trash, man?
Yeah,
I need to come back.
I don't ever want to be the old dude to be like, in my day, you know what I'm saying? Like something like our fathers, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stop that.
But
But I can say this. I think that there's a couple things that got us here. People not really understanding, you know, like people not knowing how to read. That's a serious thing. People not understanding, you know, the cleverness of being able to have a metaphor and a simile and a punchline, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's been thrown out the window. I think the antics of hip hop, it's sort of like it's moved from a culture into like this WWE type presence, right? Where your antics are more important than your skill, right? But then we have like shining moments where, you know, you see Kendrick and the way that he respects the craft so much, getting the highest you know, accolades, and making it okay to sound different and not chase the sound, right? That's what I feel like with the new music. You know, I always will praise the hip hop, this thing of ours, this thing that we created and dedicated our lives to.
Right.
It's transformed. It transformed when we came in from, you know, the time, the 10 years before we got in.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm looking at it and I'm trying to find the heart in it, and it feel like the heart is missing. So that's my only complaint about it. Niggas not rapping on beat. Niggas not saying nothing. Feeling like everybody's invited. Like we got people that have no business making rap records. But you know,
who?
I mean, you look at.
Listen.
You look.
I gotta ask.
Yeah,
I gotta ask.
You look at people that you know that they like I like, for example. I'm not gonna name names. I think there's too many to actually name. But when people come out and be like, "Yo, man, I did my whole album in 2 days," you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I've been rapping for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Why?
Right.
Is it because that you love rap or that you want attention? There's two different things. Like you talking to people who actually love it. I'm putting out music now not because I have to. It's because I love it. It's because I feel like I have something to say.
Right.
So that's how I navigate through it. You know what I'm saying? I don't, if it's like drinking out of a fire hose. If you try to, critique and look at everything that comes out, it's like it's too much. You got to shift through so much sewage to find a diamond.
Right.
I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that.
The microwave rap.
Yeah.
Microwave rap.
Microwave.
Yeah.
They just throw it in the microwave. It heats up for a minute. Then that shit cools down.
Then that shit cool down immediately.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you look at it as a hustle instead of an art form.
There you go.
But is it really a hustle?
But it's really
It's not.
No.
But I said when you look at it that way,
Yeah.
that's the reason why somebody wants to go from 0 to 100 because that's what hustles do. Hustle is an instant flip. It's instant gratification. It's not I love it. It's I'm gonna use this to get to this other thing. That's the hustle.
Yeah.
If you start looking, there are a lot of people who are looking at music as a hustle. So therefore,
No, and want to be accepted by everyone.
yeah, no, they want all the gratification of an artist when they're actually approaching it as a hustle. But they feel they're entitled to it, which is why they can brag to you that, yo, I did this whole thing in 2 days.
No, it sounds like it.
You can tell.
It sounds like it. Yeah.
To a connoisseur's ear.
It depends on who's saying it.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, from what I understand, the blueprint was completed in like 2 days.
Yeah,
and that's Jay-Z.
That's somebody that has the track record of making hits.
No, hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
But it shouldn't sound like
what's the saying? What's the saying? Van Gogh was approached by a woman in a cafe. She said, "Could you just doodle on this paper for me?" He said, "Sure, no problem." Pulled out, did a little something, went to hand it back. He said, "That'll be like 10 grand." She said, "Yo, but that only took you 2 minutes." He said, "No.
Yeah.
Took me a lifetime to be able to do this
Correct.
in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're paying for my lifetime 10 grand.
Yeah.
That's the difference between Hov saying, I did this in
2 days.
2 days. That's mastery. That's 10,000 hours on paper. It didn't take him 2 days. It took him his entire life up to this point to be able to have the knowledge and mindset and skill set to be able to do it, finish it in 2 days.
Man, Mac, when you heard that story, bro,
Yeah,
because I
somebody
don't
told
think Van
him.
Gogh
He didn't make it up.
No,
I heard the same thing.
I didn't make it up.
Van Gogh was sitting in the diner.
No, I didn't.
I don't know if it was Van Gogh.
First, I said a cafe. I got it. Cafe. That's even worse. You know they got those shits in Paris, right? Like,
Yeah, I know.
all over the place. You've been
At
to
the
Paris.
time that he existed, my nigga.
And one that there was
He was
gonna be
in the diner.
cafes for a long time.
Over here,
He was at the Starbucks.
go get a latte.
No, but
I say cafe.
I haven't heard the Van Gogh story, but I
This
have
nigga,
heard a similar story.
No, it's the same
Yeah,
story.
I know.
Don't quote me on the artist, but it's the
Yeah,
same
he was
story.
in ink pens with the feather. Nobody doing that,
You
yo.
can ask
Did
him to
not
write on
exist
that.
that long ago.
Get that story from,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
It's a metaphor. It's
the
like I get
original
it.
pig.
I get your point, bro. I get it. I get it.
My God.
Yeah.
My God.
Just use a different person than
I
Van
say
Gogh.
cafe,
Yeah.
he hears 7-Eleven.
You know what I'm saying? I got a vivid imagination. I go there and it got to make sense.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's like,
Yeah, but your
Nah,
imagination be on
right.
some hood shit. Like,
Yeah.
I say cafe.
Just saying.
You heard Starbucks.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
yo, can
man.
you draw?
Anyway, the point is, if somebody like Razzcast, somebody like Jay, Nas, there's people who can tell you, yo, we managed to knock this out. We really locked in and we got it done in this amount of time. It don't feel the same. I started rapping 6 months ago and finished the album in 2 days.
No, and to expand on that, it's like when those guys, I hear those guys are the younger guys that come up and act like that's an accomplishment and feel like, you know, they're saying that as a rebuttal to like, oh, you know, I'm good as you. That's what I'm hearing. I'm as good as you or better.
Right.
And I only had to do that. I only been rapping 6 months. And I was like, okay, my nigga, we'll see.
Okay. We'll see.
We'll see where you at in the next 6 months.
We'll
Right.
see. Yeah.
But there's no like ciphers.
days.
There's no competitive nature in as far as like you know, lyricism or whatever. It's kind of blended with a mixture of sensationalism or shit that people say for attention. You know what I mean?
People stop being a community and gathering in person, and now everybody feels like they have to be part of the algorithm, and they feel like that's where the audience is at. And for me, that's not how I feel.
I don't feel that way either.
Yeah.
But
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.